discussed about how to create tuple element, how to create tuple. Okay, so what are the methods to create a tuple? So now, once we create a tuple, now we'll see how to access the elements present inside a tuple. So what are the different ways to access the elements present inside a tuple? Okay, so first we have created a tuple. So let us assume tuple 1 equal to, so parenthesis, so 1 comma, so I will give different data types, so 2.3 comma true comma, so I'll give some string. Now I'll use a complex data type 1 2j. Okay, so that's it, right? So integer, floating point, boolean, string, complex data type. Okay, so this is a tuple. So let me print this. So print tuple 1. So if I execute this, so I will get 1 2.3 true Praveen 1 plus 2j, right? So the first accessing element is through indexing. So what is indexing? The same thing applies for the list as well. So indexing is, so starting element will be your 0th index. The first element is the first index. The second element is the first index. Third element is the second index, and fourth element will be your third index, like that. Okay. So if you see, this is a 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, like that. So here indexing will be done using square brackets. Okay, right? So for example, if you want to access the first element, so simply tuple 1 of 0. That's it. Okay, right. So we'll see here. So tuple 1 of 0. So what do we get? The first element is 1. So if you want to access fourth, so I want to access Praveen. So that is third index. So what do I get? I get Praveen. Okay. So in this way, I can access elements. So the first one is indexing here. So we use the index operator square brackets to access an item in a tuple where the index starts from 0. So index always starts from 0. So a tuple having 6 elements will have indices from 0 to 5. Okay. So elements, if we have an element, so 0 to n minus 1, like that. So trying to access index outside of the tuple index will raise an index error. So let's see. So how many indices do I have here? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I want to access 5. Okay. So what do I get? Tuple index out of range. So we get an index error, right? So the index must be an integer. So we cannot use float or other types. Okay. So if I want to say 5.0. Okay. So if you see, tuple indices must be integers or slices, not float. So your index can be either integers or slices. Okay. So but it can't be floating point or any other data type. Okay. Right. So so that's what the example which we showed here. So my tuple equal to like this, permit. So P, E, R, M, I, T separately. So print my tuple of 0 will get P. Print my tuple of 5 will get T. Okay. So if I want to access 6th index, so we get list out of range. Why? Because we have only 0 to 5. Okay. So if we want to give 2.0, we'll get indices must be integers, not floating point. Okay. So we can also give nested tuples. So let me show this. So for example, let me change the tuple here. So if I have 1, comma, 2, comma, so I'm giving a tuple here, 3, comma, 4, comma, 5. Okay. I'll give a list here, 6, comma, 7, comma, 8. Right. So total how many elements do I have here? 0, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, total 4 elements. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So this entire tuple is one sort of an element. So when we talk about this particular tuple, so this entire list is one element. Okay. So total how many indices do we have? If I have 4 elements, we will have index 0 to 3. Okay. So this is 0th index, first index, second index, third index. Right. So if you want to access tuple 1 of 0, so it's not an issue. We get 1. So if you want to access tuple 1 of 1, so will not get any issue, we'll get 2. Okay. So if you want to access tuple 2, okay, so as we know that tuple 1 of 2 is 3, 4, 5. So we'll get the entire tuple 3, 4, 5, right? So if you want to access the elements present in that 3, 4, 5, okay. So here we need to check that this is a nested tuple, okay. So in the second index we have 3, 4, 5, and again 3 occupies 0th index, 4 occupies first index, and 5 occupies second index. So if you want to access 5, so 5 is present in the second index. So this tuple 1 of 2 is nothing but this entire tuple is present at 3, 4, 5, that is second index. Now I want to access 5. Okay, so tuple 1 of 2 of again square brackets second index. Okay, so we will get 5. Okay, so in this way we can access elements present inside a nested tuple. So negative indexing. So what is negative indexing? So Python allows negative indexing for its sequences. So as I said that positive indexing will it will start from for example, if I have elements like this 1, 2, 3, 4. So it always starts with the 0th index. So 0, 1, 2, 3. This is forward indexing. Okay. So we're moving forward. So forward indexing will always starts with 0, 1, 2, 3. So whereas negative indexing is like reverse order. Okay. So negative indexing will always starts with -1, -2, -3, -4. The same thing is applied for list as well. Okay. So we'll see an example here. So here I have tuple 1 equal to. So now I want to access the last element. So basically, if it is a forward indexing, so here I will write forward indexing. Okay. So if I want to access the last element, so 0, 1, 2, 3. So my index is 3. So what do I get? I get 6, 7, 8. So now, if we want to access my elements in a reverse order and that too with the negative indexing. Okay, so this is forward indexing. So and the next one is reverse indexing, or we can call it as negative indexing. Okay. So negative indexing or reverse indexing, right? So I will copy this, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3 is a forward indexing. So if you want to access the last element in reverse order, now it will become -1. So 3, 4, 5 it occupies -2, and 2 -3, and 1 -4. Okay. So if I q -1 here, so what do I get? I get 6, 7, 8 again. Okay. So if I give -2, so I'll get 3, 4, 5. Okay, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is reverse order, reverse indexing. So total we have 2 indexing. One is forward indexing, one is reverse indexing, and third one is slicing. So we can access a range of items in a tuple by using a slicing operator column. Okay. So for example, I have my tuple. Okay. So if I want to access (0 is to 5). So what does it mean? So 0 is to 5 in the sense, as I said that we have start index, we have stop index, we have a step, we have start, stop, and step. So start is always 0. Okay, if we not specify anything, it is default. By default, it is always 0. Stop we should specify it. So whatever we specify, it is excluded, and before that, up to the number which we specify, before that number everything will be included. So if I say my stop is 4, so it will be included up to 0, 1, 2, 3 indices. Okay. So if I say 0 is to 5, here I will show it. My start equal to 0, my stop equal to 5. So it means that 5 is excluded. We include up to 4. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if you see this 0, 1, 2, 3, but I don't have that much elements, right? So I will insert some few elements. Okay. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and 5. So you can see it will print up to 34. Okay, sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so up to 4, that is 0 to 4. Why? Because 5 is excluded, we should include up to 4. So 0th index we have 1, first index we have 2, second index we have 3, 4, 5, third index we have 6, 7, 8, and fourth index we have 12. So up to this one is printed. So for example, if I have not given anything here, 0 column. Okay, so if I execute, it includes everything. Why? Because my start is 0. I have not mentioned stop. That means it includes every element. So I have not given start also. Okay, I have simply given the column. So if I execute this, I will get every element. Okay. So now if I say I have given start as 2 and my stop as 5. So what does it mean? So my start is 2 and my stop is 5 in the sense it will include only up to 4. So 2, 3, 4. So what do we have in 2, 3, 4? So this is 0th index, first index, second index we have 3, 4, 5, third index we have 6, 7, 8, and fourth index we have 12. So which one is printed here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 12. So you can see it. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 12. Okay. So there are many ways we can include our slicing. So we can use slicing to access the range of items. Okay. So this we already discussed forward index, reverse indexing. Okay. So forward indexing is it always starts with 0, so 0 to 6. So in case of the reverse indexing, it will always start with a -1. So -1, -2, -3, -4, like that. Okay. So this we can also discuss 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is what our slicing is. So 0 column will get every element. Column also will get every element. 2 is to 4. My start is 2 and my stop is 4. So it includes up to 2, 3. That's it. Okay. Second index we have 2 and third index we have 3. So 1 is to 3. So 1, 2. So 0, 1. First index we have 1 and second index we have 2. So is to 4. I have not mentioned start. So if I have not mentioned start, by default it takes 0. Okay. So 0 is to 4. So 4 is excluded. We should include up to 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this is all about slicing. Okay. So in our next video, we'll discuss about how to delete a tuple. Okay. So the first we discussed about how to create a tuple. In the second video, we discussed about how to access a tuple in different ways, like slicing, okay, like using indexing, and what is forward indexing, what is negative indexing, how to access different elements present in the tuple. If we have a what's a nested tuple, how to access those elements. Okay, so I hope you understood today's concept, today's video. So the people who are watching my channel for the first time, I request you to please subscribe my channel and please share my videos to your friends and well-wishers, and please support my channel in all possible ways. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.